Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're here. We're going to get you through your Monday morning. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're Backyard Musings, Science and Technology Channel.
Yep, and we do hope you had a good weekend. And today we're going to start off the day with another health topic. It has to do with hormone disorder. So let's
it's really interesting how AI can help with this. Really interesting.
Yeah.
A privacy-first AI can diagnose a life-shortening hormone disorder just from a photo of your hand.
Fascinating.
Let that sink in. Researchers at Kobe University have developed an artificial intelligence system that can identify a rare endocrine disorder by examining photos of the back of a person's hand and their clenched fist. By avoiding facial images, the approach was designed with privacy in mind. The team believes this tool can help doctors refer patients to specialists more efficiently and help narrow gaps in access to care. Would you like to know more?
All right. The condition, acromegaly, acromegaly, is an uncommon and difficult to treat disease that typically begins in middle age. Is caused by excess production of hormone or growth hormone, leading to enlarged hands and feet, noticeably facial changes, and abnormal growth of bones and internal organs.
Sounds nasty.
It does, yeah. The disease develops gradually over many years. Without treatment, it can cause serious complications and shorten life expectancy by roughly 10 years. That's a lot.
Yeah. And we're trying to fight for every year right now, and we don't
Absolutely.
need this to... Yeah. Quote, because the condition progresses so slowly and because it is a rare disease, it is not uncommon to take up to a decade for it to be diagnosed, says Kobe University endocrinologist Hidenori Fukuoka. He adds, continuing the quote, with the progress of AI tools, there have been attempts to use photographs for early detection, but they have not been adapted in clinical practice. So let me throw this let's do that.
That's weird.
Yeah, so that's the photo that they take that the AI is looking at.
Okay. Looking at slide 1, the Kobe University team used images only of the back of the hand and the clenched fist, avoiding the more individual palm lines patterns. This enabled them to enlist the support of 725 patients across 15 medical facilities across Japan, who donated over 11,000 images to train and validate the AI model. In the paper, the team writes, quote, as data collection and image acquisition were performed across multiple institutions with heterogeneous cameras, lightning conditions, and staff, the study reflects real-world variability, thereby shortening the robustness of the model and supporting its clinical applicability.
Yeah, that sounds like propaganda, sales propaganda right there.
Okay.
When reviewing earlier AI research, the team noted that many systems depend on facial photographs, which can raise privacy concerns. Yuka Omachi, a graduate student at Kobe University, explains, trying to address this concern, we decided to focus on the hands, a body part we routinely examine alongside the face in clinical practice for diagnostic purposes, particularly because acromegaly often manifests changes in the hands. Never knew that.
Okay. To further protect patient identity, the researchers limited their data set to images of the back of the hand and a clenched fist, deliberately excluding palm images that contain distinctive line patterns. This privacy-conscious strategy encouraged broad participation. Again, a total of 725 patients from 15 medical centers across Japan contributed more than 11,000 images, which was used to train and test the AI system. So yeah, that was repeated, but it's good information. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I wonder how they trained it to. What does having this disease manifest in the hands that are different from my hands or your hands?
Well, do you think it has to do with some of those patterns, like the blue color there?
Oh, you mean on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be looking for something like that.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and I wonder why they didn't. Well, maybe they just use one hand as an example, but I wonder if they do both hands.
Yeah, possibly.
Take photos of both hands.
Well, they said the feet enlarged too, so I suppose you could do the feet, but I don't know what you
do the feet. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, the findings published February 27th, 2026 in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism show that the model achieved very high sensitivity and specificity in detecting acromegaly. In side-by-side comparisons using the same photographs, the AI system performed better than experienced endocrinologists.
The researchers plan to adapt their system to identify additional conditions that produce visible changes in the hands, including rheumatoid arthritis, anemia, and finger clubbing. That's according to Omachi. Going on with a quote, this results could be the entry point for expanding the potential of medical AI. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, well, we already know that the medical profession, these researchers are using AI to find stuff,
Much quicker, right?
We did a segment last year, Scott, where we concluded that you can't just let AI go. You need a human, a doctor in there to, help with the AI.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Doctors do not rely solely on hand images when making a diagnosis. They consider medical history, laboratory tests, and other clinical information. The Kobe University team views their AI tool as a way to support, not replace, medical professionals. In their paper, they write that it could complement clinical expertise, reduce diagnostic oversight, and enable earlier intervention. Yeah.
Okay. Study lead Fukuoka says, we believe that by further developing this technology, it could lead to creating a medical infrastructure during comprehensive health checkups to connect suspected cases of hand-related disorders to specialists. Furthermore, it could support non-specialist physicians in regional healthcare settings, thus contributing to a reduction of healthcare disparities there, unquote. So yeah, it sounds like a pretty cool study.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Anything that can use AI to help in the medical practice, love it.
If it speeds up the process, that's the main thing, right?
I think reduces errors too, because it can be trained,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good story.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
Take care, everyone. We'll see you this afternoon.